Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a team ready to put on a show, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
First down for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Takes it from the gun on third down. They're working that left side. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
At the 20-yard line. Brings up fourth down.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Running back searching for a hole. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the tailback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the fullback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And this offense has got it all right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. Here we go. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Williams looking for a man. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
Of the first quarter, score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On third down, he drops the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum, trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. Williams will pass. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
Number 9.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback keeper. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Using his feet. Inside the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He'll ride his man on the option. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Williams looking for a man. He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the lead.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. If we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught at the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Williams will pass. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
But why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Really good job when the play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Bell.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's White. Has the 45 on his way. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Makes his connection. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Past the 10. Running through contact. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Eagles have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A design run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And that one play just changes the entire perspective on this game. If you finish that drive, go up 2 scores, you might be able to salt this thing away. Instead, we've got a game.
No doubt about it. And let's give this defense a lot of credit, because playing with their backs against the wall, in that situation, they knew someone was going to have to step up and make a play. Creating that takeaway now.
Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Williams looking for a man. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Eagles trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They keep attacking through the air. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time.
Quarterback on the scene. No gain on the play. It's now 4th and goal.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Wide out in motion. Calls his own number. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They put another scorer on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williamson.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Give to the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll throw it. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him.
Yeah, it's just the throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. It's Cobb.
Third down was caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 26. Now, a fourth down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well. But this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. Nice move to stay on his feet.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball.